I'm here to tell you that when you're incarcerated, pretty much all of your calls and all of your messages are recorded and will be monitored. Now, your wall phone, that's all recorded. Even if you're swapping pins, they can and they will figure out how you're doing that. If you're messaging on Core Links and if you're messaging on True Links or whatever the messaging platform is, that is also all recorded. That is also all monitored. And that typically does get produced to your attorney in the discovery. So whatever you're saying about the prosecutor, about the case, about the judge, about your lawyer, I promise you someone else is going to be reading that. And if you're thinking, well, I could talk to my family in private, in person, in a visiting room, well, that's not recorded. I'm here to tell you, we've had a case where the visiting room was recorded. They had listening devices and they played the recordings at the trial of stuff that was said in this visiting room inside a jail where everyone thought was private. There's no expectation of privacy, therefore they can go ahead and they could record whatever public area that you're in just to see what's going on. So don't talk about the case, don't talk about the allegations, don't talk about the judge, don't talk about the prosecutor, don't talk about your lawyer. The only safe way for you to have any sort of communications about your case are with your attorney, and only when they're there to see you in person or when they initiate a call through the legal department to set up some sort of legal call, legal video call. That's the only way you do this, because even if the attorney has their phone number registered as a do not record line, if you're calling them from the wall phone, there's zero assurance that everything is working properly and the attorney's calls are not being monitored. And if you don't believe me, just Google what happened with Rikers and Securus, where Securus essentially came forward and said, yeah, we've accidentally been turning over all these recordings between clients and lawyers that were supposed to be confidential and secret. So talk in person, and if you can't talk in person with your lawyer, make sure it's been a call that was set up through your counselor or that's been set up through the legal department. That is a legal call, not initiated by you, but initiated by the counselor or by the legal department.